So it's been a long time since I last posted a video. I think that was a couple days before Christmas, and we were going into the doctor to hear our baby's heartbeat, and then we just only saw our baby's heartbeat. But since then, we have gone to the doctor and heard our little bean's heartbeat, and we've actually been to the doctor 2 or 3 times in addition to that, and seen that the baby's got little arm buds and little leg buds, and the heartbeat's pumping away nice and strong, and we have a little brain. And then this past Friday, we were able to see the baby's umbilical cord. So everything's just moving along, super awesome, great. Lots of changes for us here in the house, I guess, because we're getting ready for welcoming a new baby. So I've been doing a lot of looking for a doctor, because at week 12, I'm week 8 right now. At week 12, I have to graduate from the fertility specialist clinic and go seek out my own doctor. And my doctor, unfortunately, he retired when I was pregnant with Waylon. So when I was pregnant with Waylon, I lived in Arlington, and I was traveling from Arlington to Houston to see my doctor, who'd been my doctor since I was 15 years old, and he delivered the first 2 boys. And then he actually was getting ready for retirement, and he only does like hospital care. And so I had to find another doctor. So I found one in Arlington. So obviously now we're here in Conroe. And I went back to my doctor's practice and joined with his partner. And his partner, Dr. McAfee, he actually helped assist in my cesarean sections with my first 2 boys. So I'm very partial to him. I love him so much, but he, like my first doctor, Dr. White, no longer delivers. He does gynecology, but he no longer deals with the pregnancy aspect. So that's really sad to me. I'm going to have to find somebody else, and I'm like, I really don't want to. I just love him so much, so I want to keep him, but that's okay. So we're doing that. Got online. I found out that there is a website that's kind of like Kelly Blue Book, but for medical costs. So it's super cool. Got some estimates on what a cesarean section fair pricing would be for hospital care, for the time in hospital, you know, average cost per day, for physician's fees, for anesthesiologist fees, so that I can actually try to find some kind of competitive pricing. So I've been doing all of that. I've done some shopping. I bought the baby's first toy. I got the little Sophie giraffe, and it squeaks, and it's for teething, and I had one when I was little, so it's kind of nostalgic. And David and I had a really good time going to Bye Bye Baby and looking at all the baby stuff. And we bought our first onesie. It says "I love you to the moon and back," and that's our thing, so it's super sweet. All gender neutral stuff right now, because we don't know what we're having. And also, I just kind of love the color gray, so it is what it is. Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, duh. On Christmas, we told the boys that they were going to be brothers, big brothers again. Big brother for the first time. Well, I guess second time for Waylon. He has a little brother. His daddy has another kiddo, but they don't get to see him very much. So they were all very, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess they were happy, and Waylon's excited, and Riley's excited, and Ethan's happy. But it was kind of anticlimactic, I guess. I thought it was going to be this big thing, and I was like, hey, we're going to do it. We're going to do this rain wrap ball game, and we're going to have the kids open it and let them know, and it was going to be fantastic. And then Ethan was like, yeah, I knew that. I'm like, no, you didn't. How did you know that? But I guess he just figured that because I'd been seeking out fertility treatments, that just meant automatically that I was pregnant. So it was still a lot of fun, and I'll post that video too. But he's such a butt. He's just like, yeah, I know. And that actually wasn't how we were going to do it originally. I was going to actually tell Brandon, my brother, instead of the boys, and just kind of let the boys be there when I told him. But my cousin was on the phone, and she and I were talking, and I had her on speakerphone, and she was saying stuff, and I was like, shh, 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 you know. And then Brandon started trying to talk to her, and I took her off speakerphone real fast. He's like, why do you do this to me when I'm trying to talk to her? I'm like, oh, no reason. And she's still going, and I'm griping because the kids drank my soda. I bought this cola that's caffeine free, and I was really, really wanting like a Coke product, but I can't have a Coke product because I'm not drinking caffeine. And I went into the pantry, and there was no cola there. So I was like, oh, these kids. And my cousin's like, oh, they need to get used to, you know, having a pregnant mom around. And I'm like, shh, 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 like, be quiet. So I went to my room, and I was like, dude, nobody knows I'm pregnant. And she's like, oh, well, you should have told me. And I'm like, when I said it was like a secret and you couldn't tell anyone, that was me telling you that nobody knew. But, you know, we'll forgive her because she's cute and pretty, and we love her. She's dingbat, but we love her. So anyway, I go back out, and Brandon pulls me into the pantry, and he's like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm pregnant. So, cat's out of the bag. I was like, this stuff sucks. Really wanted to give him like an eviction notice for the guest bedroom, because that's going to be the baby's room, but that's where Brandon stays when he comes to see me. Sorry guys, my boobs are in the video. But that's where he stays when he comes to see me, and it's kind of like his room. So I was going to give him an eviction notice, letting him know it's time to get out and for the baby to move in. It was going to be ha 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 funny, but I actually really liked the way that we did it, despite my kids just not being as enthusiastic as like you hoped for, but it's okay. Everybody's happy. The boys are all pretty excited. Waylon desperately wants a little sister, so it's good stuff. So overall, everything is good and great and gravy. Pregnancy's been a little rough. Not anything unusual. Exhaustion, extreme exhaustion, some nausea here and there. Really, I don't have like morning sickness, so that's pretty phenomenal. Like with Riley, they had to give me medication because I was just like sick day and night the entire pregnancy and just, not feeling good. But I don't wake up nauseous. I don't spend most of my day nauseous. But occasionally it hits me, and when it hits me hard. Apparently the baby does not like meat. So I cooked the Christmas ham, I ate all my dinner, and I just couldn't really stomach the ham. Fed it to Brandon's dog. The next day I was making everyone like ham and cheese sandwiches to kind of use up the ham, and just, oh no, it was not pleasant. It just was awful. And then on New Year's Eve, I guess, my husband and I went out to Woodson's because we'd never been there, and we had a gift card from my brother-in-law for like over a year now. So we went to Woodson's, and I got these, I guess they're like egg roll boats with mac and cheese and chili in it, and that just sounded so good at the time. I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Super awesome. Ate it. It was great. Had some french fries. Came home. Hung out, had some leftovers of the lunch or whatever. We were just like chilling, watching our neighbors blow up all the fireworks in the backyard, which was really obnoxious because they blew them up until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then craziness ensued at 6 o'clock, but anyway, that doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm like laying there, and I just start getting sick. The next thing you know, I'm throwing up my lunch because the baby clearly does not like fried food. that's the conclusion I've come to. Like, I don't get very sick, but when I do get sick, it's probably because I've eaten meat or fried food or something just not really good for me, or I'm hot. If I get overheated, I do get sick. But overall, pretty okay. Let's see. What else? I'm moody. I'm pretty moody. But I don't really blame that on the pregnancy so much as it is the progesterone. I can literally time it. 45 minutes after I've taken that stuff, I just don't want to be talked to. I don't want to be touched. I just want to be by myself. And I'm mad and I don't like anything or anybody. And it's not anyone's fault. Like, I acknowledge that. Like, and I'm not mean to anybody. I'm really not. I just know that I need to, like, go remove myself from the world. I need to go just be calm and quiet for close to an hour. And once that time has passed, then I can handle life again. And so it's a little frustrating because I know I need to be on progesterone. I know that my levels are well maintained so long as I'm taking it. And in the past, I've had big problems with my progesterone, and earlier on, you know, my levels were dipping, so it's super important. And I have to take it at least until 12 weeks. And part of me doesn't want to, like, get off of it at all, honestly. I'm kind of afraid to not be on it. But it's just not the most pleasant thing. And it's super freaking expensive. Insurance said they covered it as a tier 2 product, and then they didn't. It was $405 for 60 pills, and so that was a little excessive. Yeah, I'm still kind of fighting with them because it says it's covered, and she says it's covered under an exclusionary process or something like that. So they had to send a notice off to my doctor's office. My doctor has to fill it out. They have to send it back. They have to confirm that it's going to be covered for the purpose that it's been prescribed, all this junk. So it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Should be covered. But I have to take that until 12 weeks. So I'll have to go buy it again at least once. And hopefully by then we have the insurance thing worked out, because that's just crazy. But yeah, I think that covers everything. So other than that, this is pretty gravy. It's been hard, but not terrible. Riley's pregnancy was by far my hardest pregnancy. Ethan's was kind of middle of the road. Waylon's pregnancy was the easiest, but I have to say his delivery was probably the hardest. And that's really a tie between him and Ethan, because Ethan tried to kill me and him, and Waylon tried to kill me and him. But I'm going to go with Waylon's was the hardest because it took me years to recover, and I still deal with issues from that C-section. So my hope is that this baby is sweet to mama, and the pregnancy is good, and the delivery is good, and we just have a beautiful baby boy or girl and live happily ever after with as little drama as possible. So anyway, I'm going to share some pictures with you. I started a little growth chart thing, like weekly growth chart. I literally just started it. I'm going to share that with you. I'll share the Christmas video with you. It's kind of lengthy, but it's fun to watch. And I will share our baby's heartbeat video, nice and strong heartbeat. And then I think we have another sonogram since then that I'll probably put up too. So this is going to be a really long video. I hope you're still with me right now because I've been rambling. But yeah, hang tight and check it out. Bye.
Okay, unravel this.
Mom
Oh
did-
my gosh!
Mom did extra.
You're doing us a favor. Just unwrapping the basic
I
part.
can't even
Why
grab it.
can't I get double?
That's the point of it.
Why?
Why didn't try to get it to match?
Oh!
Oh, I thought you had it.
Oh, dang it.
Because that doesn't work.
You can just keep trying over and over until you get that one number.
I can get they keep being one
I
apart.
swear. This is the weirdest
Oh, this
thing.
is horrible.
This is the weirdest
Yeah!
I got a twist. You can't get a grip and just slide
hey,
it.
ready? Who's not figuring?
Oh, man.
Not I, said the cat.
Got it.
Pass it, pass it, Riley. Pass it.
Who's
No.
going next?
Riley.
No, Don's playing.
Don's playing? I'm sorry. You stupid man.
Bam, big, give it up.
I didn't even get the play.
Who's next?
Uh-huh, Riley thought so. This girl from Columbus knows how to play it.
Oh, I got you.
You got some candies.
No. Let him put it as soon as he. Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Let him get his gloves on first.
Yes, I got double.
Oh, I got money. Yeah. And a lottery.
Man, I feel screwed.
I know you got
You set it up for everyone else.
Hold on. Okay. Ready?
She take the lottery ticket.
She just wants to gamble. What's wrong with that?
Man, you want to try that? I feel so screwed.
I can't.
I lost my glove.
I got so much out.
Ah!
Well, Mom got so much money.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't get double.
You better hurry up, man. I'm stuck. Hold on.
There we go.
Ah!
It's like a turkey.
Oh, I'm rolling in the money. Here.
I know we should have put some fire on this. Ready?
Two for Kaylee.
Go.
Two for Riley.
Hold on.
Sweet mother of God.
Oh, wow. Look at what Bubba got.
Dang.
He's not giving any of this up either.
Bubba gum.
Jeez, B.
It's like
Hey,
Double,
Donald.
double.
oh, she got the 20. I had that rolled up in the Rolos so nobody would see it. It looked like $1. There was a 20 behind it.
Up to extra. Hey, whatever this is, I'm getting it.
How did this get over there?
Oh, that it probably came out of the die. Or out of the rolled up thing.
Dang. I got screwed.
Just give her a small piece of
What's
candy.
that next thing?
You can have that.
Oh, you got them Takis.
Oh, I got doubles. Oh, sure. Oh, so close.
There's still some stuff in
That's
there.
it.
That's for Kaylee.
Okay,
Alright, turn it
hold
off.
on. Stop.
Wait, what?
We're tearing off the extra. Kaylee basically
Yeah.
already has it. Of course I get the copies. Back that up. This is rigged. How did I get copies? I'm still gonna get like double.
Oh,
You got this. Okay, wait a second. I got one thing.
Okay, hold up. Don't start
I'm
rolling.
not starting.
Let's hope I don't get screwed.
I will call
I
like
should give Kaylee the gift or me. I did the most.
Dang it, it's so close.
It's mine. Ethan got it.
Okay, you got it? You gotta keep rolling, Milo, keep rolling. You
Oh.
still gotta get it over.
Oh, wait. Stop rolling. I thought it was a gift.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift. I got Nutella baby.
The rules don't change.
I like Nutella.
Why can't I get double? Ethan's like,
The ultimate SpongeBob crowd idea.
You got in it?
Yep.
All right.
What is it?
alright, come on.
I got it, boy.
Just a second, baby. Mom
What
wants
is
to
it?
see them open.
There's always one off every time.
How do I? Oh, that's adorable. Yeah, I know.
Wait, what?
Guess what?
Mommy's pregnant.
Y'all are about to be big brothers.
I got screwed. Man,
Are you gonna give her a hug or what?
Congratulations.
you gonna give me 20? Love you, Mom.
Love you very much.
Wait, I thought we already knew this.
No, we knew we were trying.
Oh, in my brain is. I know.
And you just knew. Hopefully it's a
Yeah,
girl.
I know.
Oh.
Alright. Just a little flicker right there.
Yes.
Alright, y'all ready? Oh wow. That's fast. So let's see. Baby heart rate is 150. It's perfect. It's good.
Moving around.
Yeah, well there's like a range we expect to see it in.
Mm-hmm.